Hello everyone, welcome to another Unranked Master. Today I'm playing Taliyah, and I have to confess something, I actually have the wrong rune. So I thought I took Phase Rush, and somehow I have Comet. So you would definitely prefer to have Phase Rush on Taliyah. And the reason is that it's really good against melee comps specifically. It's just a good rune on the champ in general, so I'm not sure. I must have just misclicked, but anyway, you'd really like to have Phase Rush here, so definitely don't copy my runes in this situation. I'll show you guys the OPGG in a second. So currently, as of making this, I am 5-0 and I'm in Silver 2. But you can see the MMR, we're well into Platinum right now. In fact, we've even got, a few Platinum players on both teams. And hopefully we will win this game as well. But I gotta be honest, my chances are a lot lower for not having Phase Rush. Because what I was thinking about this game is, well, having a bit of safety is pretty good against like a lot of threat in the enemy team. But also, Taliyah is very good with a team with a lot of melees. So here I think I'm going to invade just because my team wants to invade as well. So I'll probably actually go this way and just try and cut them off. We should win level 1. Like Taliyah level 1 is very good. Oh, he's actually on this. I'm just going to kill this guy from over here. I think this guy is dead. Okay, nice. So that's a pretty weird start of the game. And now we're just going to run back mid. So yeah, weird start. The main reason I did that is, well, my team wanted to invade. But also Taliyah is just quite good level 1. So it's a decent thing to do. I could help that guy, but I kind of want to get the XP for this way. So, what do we need to be careful of now? Well, I mean, we are down XP, which is something we have to be careful of. So, he is going to be level 2 first. Now, if we can shove this wave into him quickly. Okay, what Lee is doing here is kind of troll. I'm not even level 2. But, yeah, I mean, you know what? I respect it. That's nice pressure. Anyway, we get the wave in the tower. What does he want to do? So, as Taliyah, like, your main pressure comes from pushing the wave, right? Like, you've got a lot of pressure in team fights, but pure 1v1, your pressure is not amazing. So I have to say my pressure is a little higher for having Comet. I did actually test Taliyah with Comet once, but I didn't like it. So anyway, what am I going to do? Well, my jungler wants to invade topside, so if I can keep the wave pushed and look to support that, that's probably what I want to do. I do need to be careful, though, because as I use cooldowns on the wave, that potentially opens windows for Pantheon to punish me, right? So I have to be careful. Now, because I can't get this wave in time, I'm quickly going to hit 3 and then try and help this guy. Okay, he ended up dying to Fiora, so actually we can't really help him. That's annoying. I mean, Fiora being 2-0 is a little scary, to be honest. But, yeah, hopefully it'll be okay. So, what do we do now? Well, Lee died, but so did the enemy jungler. So, right now, we can kind of just, like, play for 1v1. And 1v1, we'd kind of prefer the wave to be on our side, just so we don't have to walk up too aggressively into the Pantheon. But at the same time, like, we shouldn't be too scared of Pantheon. It's kind of hard for him to look onto us. So we'll just keep pushing for now. We do need to be very careful of the gank setup, though. Like, Pantheon Sejuani is a very good ganking combo. That being said, there really just isn't a whole lot of, there really isn't a whole lot of threat, probably, just because Sejuani is kind of, well, she's pretty far behind at this point. So I'm just going to keep looking to shove, and then I'm probably going to reset here. So the reason I want to reset here is I want to grab my tier, and also because I'm playing TP versus Ignite. So when you play versus someone with Ignite, you want to make sure that you get a base off kind of early so that you can pin them in lane. So like right now, if I recall, and Pantheon doesn't recall as well, I'm going to be able to pin him in lane because he's not going to be able to push this on the current health. Is Sejuani actually stopping my base here? Okay, I was going to say, that's pretty annoying. And if she actually comes up and does it again, that would be really bad for me. Okay, this is fine. So this is the OP point of TP versus no TP. So I get to TP back in the lane, and now there's not much for Pantheon to do, because if he decides to recall right now, he's going to lose a lot for it, right? He's going to lose a bunch of waves. Alternatively, I can freeze it, and because I have an item advantage, it should be really, really difficult for him to actually crash the wave. So you've got a really, really difficult spot now as Pantheon. What do? Like, you kind of want to crash this wave, but it's very risky. You can get ganked easily. Honestly, the best thing to do is call your jungler. But this is really the cost, I guess, of having no TP against someone that does. Is you're going to end up in this very, very rough situation. So I'm going to try poke him out here. Might even be able to... He still has E. The guy should be careful. Okay, so I didn't manage to get the kill. I maybe could have if I ended up... I think I wasted a shove or something. I can't quite remember. But anyway... Ooh, no, this is a bad idea. What does that guy have to do? Anyway, this guy wants to reset, so we're just going to try and do our best to keep pushing waves under tower. We want to make sure that when he does go for this base, that he loses as much as possible. Alternatively, if we can look for a gank, that would be great. I might actually... I'm just going to E this. Okay, nice. Well, we get one, and we can probably just disengage from this. Yeah, that's okay. So what do we do now? We could shove another wave, but it's a cannon wave, so it's probably going to take a while for us to shove. So it's probably better just to go for a reset right now and then get back on the map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for boots, pink, refill, and that gives me a lot of ability to move around the map, gives me a lot of, strength in the 1v1. And now probably what I'm thinking is I want to try spread my lead around the map. Right? Again, Taliyah's not a great 1v1 laner. She does, scale very well, but not great 1v1. So what we kind of want to do is play towards bot. Right now, top is hard losing, and generally playing towards a losing lane is a bad idea. There is a very, very good chance that Fiora ends up, like, 1v9ing this game. Like, if I were playing in a challenge reload game where the Fioras are very good, I would be very worried right now, because it's going to be quite difficult for our team to deal with a Fed Fiora. Now, what we're kind of hoping is that we can blow up the other side of the map before that becomes an issue. That might not actually be possible. I'll try bait this guy into Wing on me here. He does it. Don't think so. I'm just trying to bait him because I have Lee next to me, but I don't think he's going to. See, right now I'm trying to lean him towards Lee, so I kind of figured that he wasn't falling for me walking up to him, but maybe he'll get leaned into my Lee Sin. Doesn't look like it though, so if your opponent's playing too safe and you can't look to punish him, that's fine, right? Then you just shove the wave and you look to gank somewhere else. So right now, because my jungler is bot side and because my bot lane is winning, it would be a really good idea if we could, dive bot, or if we could invade their red buff, or do anything like that. So I'm going to come in here and try and support this invade, or support this drag. I'm just going to grab a deep ward here. We know Sejuani was top side, so we're going to ward this. And that means when Sejuani does come bot side, we'll probably spot her. Going on walk through here? Yep, he does. Get that on him. Nice. We actually see Shaker here as well, so that's kind of good. So now we know that Shaker's around mid. We might need to play a little bit safer. Okay, we see Sejuani top, so we should be okay. Yeah, we should be okay. Gonna again look to kind of trade on this guy. Hey, he popped his thing already. We probably get some good damage on him. Nice. So again, we probably want to shove this and then maybe look bot. The only scary thing about looking bot is that Sejuani maybe could be there by now. Can I kill this guy? I think if I hit a shove, the answer is yeah. Okay, he didn't have flash, so we managed to kill him anyway. And Sejuani's top, so we're all good. Which means we're going to get a lot bot side. This is, again, one of those games, though, that really is just going to be like one side of the map versus the other. And so the good thing is that in these sorts of games, it often is the mid lane that makes the difference, right? Like if one side of the map's winning, one side of the map's losing, then what happens mid matters a lot, right? So I'm going to use my prior mid to help secure this red buff. Should be free. And then I do just want to look for a reset, probably. Yeah. So I want to reset here because I have too much gold. Like if I stayed on the map, it would probably be bad. And my volley is actually doing pretty well. Like he's 1v2ing on weak side, which is... Well, he ended up dying. But he wasted a lot of Sejuani's time there, which is pretty good. Meanwhile, we got a fair amount bot side, so yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how this game goes. We just want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. I really don't need to be repeating it, but all I'm doing pretty much is pushing mid, looking to see what Lee's doing, and trying to help him. Now, here's an awkward timing, because Pantheon is 6, and he's going to ult bot. There's basically no question. And, yeah. So there's nothing we can do to get here in time. I communicated it as much as possible, and so all we can really do is try and punish as hard as we can mid. Now, if Pantheon only kills Karma, that's completely fine. As long as the people that have shutdowns and the people that, like, farm gold get out, should be fine. I could run the Lee. I don't want to get that plate. I'll have another Loth. Does he need me? I think he just wins that. I'm just going to stay mid. Yeah, nice. So, this is really good, because even though Pantheon got a kill, I would say he actually kind of lost the game off that in a way, which is why it's super important that if you are roaming, that ideally you have prior or that you get a lot off of it. Because for this, Pantheon gives up a lot of gold mid, right? Gives up a lot of waves. He's going to give up 2 plates. And now he's like incredibly far behind, right? He's behind a lot of XP. He's behind a lot of gold. And importantly, he's not going to have another window to roam for quite a while. And I'm pretty sure I can kill this guy. I do have Lee next to me. Okay, no flash. That's fine. We get the Sedge flash, and then we'll just go back to doing what we're doing, just shoving waves over and over, trying to look bot if we can. Again, you can see I'm just completely ignoring top. It sucks because, like, you would kind of want to help volley if you can, but honestly, going top, it's just going to be a waste of time. But what we could do is maybe ult bot. So if Jhin shows on that wave, I'm going to ult him almost immediately. Alternatively, like, we can just walk out. That's fine. Again, we're doing our best to support bot and do what we can for them. This guy is kind of trolling, I think. Gonna walk it out. This is good though. Like, you know, as you can see, Jhin is not farming bot, so this Caitlyn is getting a lot. I kind of want to go back mid. If you remember in the last video, I talked a lot about making sure to make people show on waves before you look for things. Did I get her? I think I did. Might have to flash for it. It's worth flashing for the blue. But yeah, I think ideally you push mid before doing that sort of play, but I was going to go back mid, and then I kind of saw that there was actually a window for me to just ult in. The stuff like Panth ult and Taliyah ult can be tempo cheats, so because I was able to ult, I can still get back to mid in time, and it should be okay. Now, this might end up being a game where we talk a lot about dealing with a fed split pusher, because, as you can see, my top tower has died at 10 minutes, which is really, really bad. Dealing with a fed split pusher sucks. It's incredibly difficult, especially in solo queue. It takes a lot more skill to respond to a fed split pusher than it does to execute the fed split push, which is quite annoying. But we actually have a pretty good comp for dealing with it. So Taliyah is quite good at stopping split pushes because she has 2 globals. She's going to have TP and her ult, which means what you can do... What is this? Is this guy just trolling? Yeah, I think he might be. Anyway, what that means is that we can oftentimes go and gank Fiora in the side lane and then get back to our team before it becomes a problem. I'm going to TP bot here in order to counter gank. Don't know if I actually save the Kate. Okay, looks like I will. Try and get Jhin. Nice. Okay, I can block Sejuani. Okay, nice. That was really good. There is a Pantheon here. I'm just going to shove this wave for them. So there, that was... I pretty much just opportunistically TP bot. There really wasn't anything special to it. It was literally just like I saw that bot lane was getting ganked, and I'm strong enough that I can look to counter gank them. So, should be okay. Now, I probably want my bot lane to go mid now, and I want to be bot. Ooh, I just realized. Did I flip this guy over the wall? I think I can. Ooh, good reaction. I'll probably take this Scuttle. I think Volibear's given up, by the way. I'm pretty sure he's just trolling. Which, you know, it happens sometimes. There's not much you can do about that. Yeah, he's just taking a jungler's camp. So, it's unfortunate, right? When you get a troll in your game, it's hard to deal with. Probably my main goal at the moment is just to keep playing the game, you know, and kind of not tilt. Here, I'm going to go CDR boots. Sorks aren't that good. I could also go Mercs, thinking about it. Do I want Mercs? Maybe, yeah. So I was going to go CDR. I think Sork's kind of useless because I already have so much MR. I think Mercs are probably safest because they do have like a lot of point and click CC, and I don't want to die to that, especially because they have a shutdown. So here, I have choices, right? I could be supporting Lee bot, and probably the correct play is to just push out bot and hopefully Volibear can weak side top. But honestly, I don't have a lot of faith that this guy can weak side, so I'm going to look to gank for him top instead, and hopefully we can kill this Fiora. Because if we can stop this Fiora from split pushing, even if we can't kill her, if we can just slow her down, we're going to be in a super good spot. So that's like really big, right? Even though we don't actually get a whole lot of gold off it, importantly, we stopped the Fiora's split push. And we were still able to get stuff bot side because we were winning so hard. That's good. Now, I might look to ult on this guy, potentially. I think he's actually something. I'll try and block this for Karma, maybe. Okay, didn't quite get it. Now, this play is probably over, so I'm just going to start walking back bot. Well, I'll come here for a little bit, just in case this play keeps going. Yeah, I don't know about the kick, but... I mean, look, it got the job done. So, okay, now that the play's over, the thing you need to do immediately after the play is over is normally go and catch a side lane. Now, because the play actually isn't over, I was going to go mid. Now the play looks over again, so I'm going to go back bot. Like, always be thinking, okay, like, where is the next farm you can get? And, like, how can you get there sort of thing. So here, like, I wanted to be on this bot wave the whole time, but because the fight kept going, you know, I had to be there. But once the fight ends, I'll just leave. So we'll kind of come in at this. Now it pretty much just becomes, okay, shove this side wave as far as we can safely. And that should be pretty far. Like, there's not a whole lot of threat onto us. Like, Pantheon's very weak. Sejuani just died. So we can push in. We can look to take away camps. We can look to hit towers. Now here, instead of hitting this bot tower, I'm actually going to come top. And the main reason for that is because my top tower is being threatened. I think slowing down Fiora is actually more important than speeding myself up. So I'm going to quickly come and just gank this Fiora and try and stop her from getting this tower. Wow, she has an objective bounding? That's... Okay, so she's going to get the tower. I wasn't able to get here in time. Maybe I can look for a kill on her. I didn't want to take the portal here, by the way, because it was going to be too obvious. Okay, I'm going to ult onto this. I'm a little scared, actually, that we might end up losing this. She could actually stun me here if she plays it well. Now, she didn't know how to do it, but she could have killed me here. So what she could have done is she could have just dashed through my rocks and then stunned me off it. So if she was a better Fiora, I probably could have died there. And, I mean, that just goes to show, like, how difficult it is to deal with a fed split pusher. Like, we're kind of lucky that this, like, isn't a challenge with Fiora, basically, right? And it's hard. It's really hard to deal. So I'm going to go bot. Now, I need to be a little careful because my jungler is top, but I think I should be fine. Like, I don't think anyone should be here, so I should be able to clean up this bot reasonably well. Like, maybe I'll get dive, just 1v1. Kind of unlikely, I think, as long as I hold my E. So I'm just going to make sure to hold E defensively. They are fighting mid, but I'm not really in the best shape to fight right now. I'm a bit low. Cool. Maybe we can get a kill, even. Okay, nice. Managed to get a kill. That kind of frees us up to do a lot on the side lane because no one should be here. It's possible that Fiora is running bot out of base. But I think it's unlikely. I think she's more likely running top. Well, actually, she probably wants the bot tower. Okay, I changed my mind. I think Fiora actually is running bot here. I'm just going to ward this. Oh, dude. I don't have phase rush. I might be dead. I do have merch, though. Okay, I managed to flash out of this and live. That was surprising to me. So I thought what happened is Sejuani exited topside, but potentially if I were more aware, maybe if I like look back at the replay, maybe I actually would have seen that Sej was bot. I'm not too sure. But Fiora is actually top, so I'm just going to stay bot for now, because the only person here is Sejuani. Now, I don't actually feel safe shoving this out, and my Lee is top, which means I can actually come and take his jungle camp, because there isn't really anything else for me to do at the moment. So I'm just going to come clear this gromp, and then I'm just going to go back to killing it. Maybe I could have recalled TP top, but I don't know. It's kind of a random fight, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not too sure why they fought there. Anyway, I'm going to clear this wave, and now I'm going to base for my next spike. Now, it's hard to say. I think it's actually better to buy Magic Pen here rather than buying a Void, or rather than buying a Liandry. It kind of sucks because Liandry second is almost always the best on Clear, I think, or Cosmic. But I think here, like, they just have so much MR that it's probably not worth it. So I'm just going to keep running out bot. I do have TP, but this fight looks pretty bad. Like, my team's in base, right? The main person I want to play around is Kate and Lee. Do I need to... I think I'm going to ult just to keep this alive. I don't necessarily want to look for the kill, I just want to keep it alive. I think giving the objective bounties would be pretty bad. So Kate's going to die. It goes to Shaker, which is kind of whatever. Actually, it's kind of bad. Like, he's a solo AP, so it's not ideal. But it's... I don't know. As long as it's not Fiora, honestly. So our next objective is to play for this dragon. Should be pretty free in my mind. I don't think they're strong enough to contest. And getting early dragons is very, very important against the split pusher. Because you need to force that soul win condition very early. Otherwise, the game can get really hard. So I don't feel confident pushing bot anymore. So I'm just going to come mid for now. And yeah, again, shove the waves. This time I'll be grouped if my team does want to fight. Try and get him out if I can. I do have to be careful, like Sej does have ulti here. Gonna ping this, and we should be able to force this. I'm not sure why Lee is top at the moment. Very bad idea for Lee to be top. Oh dear. Good luck. Okay, she got pretty lucky. I think she definitely should have died there. Honestly, think if Sej had just thrown her ult, Karma would have died, and then fighting this dragon might have been hard. Also, Lee shouldn't have been top. Like, it's just important they come to drag, really. I can't quite get past the Shaker. I'm just gonna pop it, probably. Sorry, Karma. What's happening mid? This looks like a winning fight, I think. I'm not sure if I can actually catch up to them. Maybe I can get these guys. Okay, we got a nice stun on the Sej. As you can see, like, playing Taliyah against melees is really, really good. Because, like, you just create so much disruption the whole fight, and it's really, really hard for them to play. If you want to know what the enemy team can do here, probably Fiora just needs to not group. Like, if Fiora is ever grouped like that, fighting us mid, it's generally bad. It's much better if she just rage splits top and sends 2 people to her. And that's way, way harder to deal with. So we're kind of lucky that she just continues to group. So anyway, I'm going to push in this bot wave. And then we'll probably do drag. So I want to take the opportunity to push in this bot wave whenever I can. Like, I could have gone dragon straight away. But I think if I can push the bot wave first, like, I can get it in. I can deny this wave. Again, I can take Krugs. Basically, I can take away all the extra gold before we look for the drag. Because the drag is pretty, like, guaranteed anyway. And again, like I said earlier in the video, just like trying to always find farm wherever you can, super, super important. So just shove that wave in. I'm going to reset and buy my item. I can TP back to this drag if they end up trying to contest. Which they... Oh, wow. Hello. Could be problematic. I actually managed to snipe that guy over the wall. So here I need to be careful fighting because I have 2,000 gold in my inventory, right? So I can probably fight this because the enemy team is sort of low and Fiora's top. But this could be like a risky fight overall, you know, just because I don't really have a whole lot here. But again, my team is strong. The enemy team is not here. Just gonna quickly kill this guy. Nice. This is the nerf Taliyah, by the way, after they nerfed the mana cost early. You probably, if you go back in the VOD, you will see my mana cost early cost a lot more. Now, I should be able to shove one more wave bot. Again, that's because Fiora's not here. The jungler's dead. Only Shaker could be here. I'm not super worried about him. So I should just be able to reset and then probably help top. So I'm going to complete my Crypt Bloom. Again, you probably could go Magi here if you really wanted to. Wow, is this guy winning 1v1? What the hell? Okay, that's broken. That's actually really important, by the way, because that means that Fiora WinCon, like, never exists. That's GG, pretty much. Here I'm going to go for Rabadon's third. I think I already have enough AP with my Dark Seal, and I think Liandry's at this point. It's It's just going to be less damage than death cap, so I kind of don't like it. I would like to start this Baron because Fiora is dead, and that's their strongest member, so I'm pretty sure we could do it. If we're bold about it, I'm just going to ping it, and hopefully we do it. It's possible Sedge tries to steal. It shouldn't really be possible. Like, we have enough members alive that we can keep them out of the pit. Pantheon showed bot, so this should be free. I might save my next E just for Sedge, just in case. I think it's dead, though. So here we were just able to do Baron, like, 1, because our team is stronger, and 2, because Fiora died. And that was his strongest member. Now, I kind of need a reset, just because I'm a bit low. I think TPing bot would probably be a mistake. Like, if I TP bot, I would save the tower, but the problem is that I would be in the side lane with no TP. And then if my team fights top, like right now, I wouldn't be able to get there. So, like, right now, I'm going to walk bot to, like, clear this wave. But if my team got into a really serious fight, I would, like, instantly TP to it, and I would just ignore the bot wave. As you can see, like, Fiora is actually creeping up on them, so I'm just going to TP in right now. And this probably pushes Fiora away. Oh, actually, no, she's a madman. Okay, no flash. Importantly, if I can get the Karma out, I mean, not the Karma, Caitlyn, then we're pretty much fine. Yeah, that's fine. So you can kind of see that my TP there, I was aiming to go bot, but then because things happened top, I came top instead. I think I can kill the Sedge. Maybe yoink this? Nope. Okay. We need to be a little careful here because Volley's bot, but this is pretty much just a 2v2 right now. So we're probably fine to keep pushing. But normally you'd want to be careful if there's like no one around, right? Like our team is dead and stuff, but their team's dead too. And I mean, we should be able to win 2v2. So we'll just stay top for now. Yeah, I can flip this guy. Okay, can we kill him? Quite. Do we have a wave? I want to try and take this tower if I can. Keep shoving. What's next? Probably just reset. So we should have a lot of gold here. I'm just going to ping back. Like, again, I have 1700 gold. So I probably just want to reset, especially because Lee is resetting as well. So Lee's like not ready to pressure. So we might as well just sync up our reset. Like, if this is the mistake I see a lot when I'm coaching people is you try and siege with their team in base, you know? And like, if you're trying to siege mid right now with your Lee in base, you're going to die. You're going to get collapsed on and killed. So try and like sync up with your team, right? Like right now, I'm kind of waiting for Lee to be ready. Like Lee going to this gromp, I would say is probably a mistake. I think it's much better to be using your Baron. I'm not sure what he's doing, but it would be much better to be pressuring. This guy is just flaming our support. 0-5-13. That's not even a bad score. What? Yeah, and honestly, like what Lee is doing here is like way more troll. Because Lee is doing jungle camps while we're trying to use Baron. So this is really, really bad by Lee Sin. And he's just like, he's spending the time clearing camps, farming our support. Or flaming our support, sorry. But as you can see, like, we can't really use this Baron because Lee's not here. And it's important that we don't overextend, right? Like, it isn't a mistake that Lee's not here. Definitely, right? But it would also be a mistake for us to just run in and die because Lee's not here, right? Like, that would be arguably a bigger mistake because you know that, like, this guy isn't here and you're still, like, making a mistake, right? So now that Lee is here, we should be able to break this. I get a really big shove here. Gets 2 flashes. Did lose a lot of health. I think these guys are dead. I've lost my shield. Who's alive? Fiora, Shaco. Should be able to end. Was that guy doing wolves again? Tell me he wasn't doing wolves. I don't know. To be honest, Lee did play this game well, but his post-Baron was pretty poor. Much better just to look to pressure, kind of just like sack efficiency a little bit, just to get Barons in lanes. Like, Barons are one time in the game that it's kind of good to be inefficient, just to, yeah, again, group up and pressure, because you can get way more gold just by breaking the base. So it looks like this is going to be a GG. It was pretty nice for me. Again, the big mistake really is that I accidentally took Comet. I think Phase Rush would have been much more useful. To be honest, Comet wasn't useless, but it wasn't amazing. Can we actually not end? I mean, they weren't hitting, so I guess we can't end. Oh god, I'm going to die. Well, we could have ended. Instead, my team does not want me to be deathless this game, so we die. That sucks. They always do that, man. They always add a little bit of time to this game. So, I guess it's a few more. Yeah. It's more time for Shok to kill. Yeah, it's all good. So we want to get out this dragon time. I mean, dying in the base was definitely a mistake. And it's a mistake there that if my team does overextend, that I didn't get out, right? Like, the game's pretty much over. So me giving over 700 gold bounty at this point doesn't really matter. But in a closer game, right, that could matter. If you give over the bounty and then you don't get 4th drag, like, that could change the game in a really big way, right? So you've got to be careful because, like, again, it's a mistake by my team to do that, but it's also a mistake from you not to adapt to it. I'm going to go Leandry's next. Probably should be good by this point. I've got my core items. And again, I would have gone Leandry second if they didn't have so much MR, but this game, they had a lot. So we're going to get this drag and then look to pressure. I'm going to again try and save my TP. It's really important I keep my TP so I can side lane and so I can stop Fiora from split pushing. I really don't want to end up in the side lane with no TP. If their jungler's dead, I could... I'm greedy, I farm these wolves. I think I can. Like, it doesn't look like they're contesting drag, so I'll try to take the little bit of farm. Also, just because it makes Lee come to the objective. Like, this guy is... He's addicted to clearing his camp. Like, we're doing 4th drag and this guy's on... Oh, man. I say this in, like, a constructive way, by the way. Like, again, he's played really well. But he's just, like, missing a really big thing, you know. That's what he could do. Okay, this guy... Yeah, that's a build. That's a build. So what do we do now? We probably just want to shove in waves and set up Baron. I think breaking the base without Baron... I mean, actually, it's pretty much open in Nexus. Like, we could probably just end without Baron. But the safe macro play is just to probably push mid and top and then set up Baron. Me pushing bot is kind of greedy because playing 3 lanes is a little sketchy. And, like, I'm not playing towards Baron. Like, yeah. Oh, it's kind of troll doing this, maybe. Did I stun that guy? Not quite. This champ is so annoying. Okay. Ooh, this could be bad. Okay, good shove onto the Fiora. But I think she actually killed Caitlyn. Can block, maybe? Well, not quite. But we killed them. Can we base and end? There's only 2 alive. Could maybe base TP end? Yeah, I'm gonna base TP and end. I'm just gonna ping this, and I'm gonna TP. I could probably buy an elixir. What I want to do probably is TP to a creep. Oh, wow. Okay, that's annoying. That actually might mean we can't end. I mean, let's try. Should be able to, I think. That zones him off the tower. Managed to dodge that. She gets stunned. You just gotta kite her away, I guess. She doesn't take any damage, though, which sucks. Dude, she actually takes no damage at all. She's just gonna kill me. Like, what? I have a Void, or I have a Crippler, and I have Rabadons. And she just takes no damage. That's cool. Love tank. So we can't actually end? I don't know. I guess I should have backed off. It was really annoying that Jhin stopped my base, because I would have been able to base TP. But instead, we're again adding more time to the game, which is frustrating, right? It is kind of a waste of time. But, I mean, somehow this guy's gotten absolutely out of control. This guy went from trolling, by the way, to, like, doing our jungler's camps to... He's actually a level up on Fiora, and he's, like, a 1v9 demon. I would be very upset if I were Fiora this game. Okay, I think this game finally ends. Like, I can TP when I'm up, but we added a lot of time to this game. It probably shouldn't have been there. We're gonna get Baron. I can TP in for real this time. I'll buy an elixir. Just gonna ping. Actually, can we do this? We might need Baron first. I mean, he's going to try. I'm going to TP in. This is a little risky, maybe. But I think we should be strong enough. And we're about to get Baron buff as well, which is nice. Going to shove that guy, hopefully, into the rocks. Good. Dude, this Shaco is so annoying as well. Okay, I think we can end now. Pretty sure. Just hit the Nexus, probably, and get it done. Okay, Volley wants to kill people. Alright, I think we finally win. Right? Fine. Okay, it took a little longer than expected. What would be the main takeaways from this game? I think, honestly, the main thing is just, like, playing around the jungle, right? Like, you could see that in this game, I spent a lot of time just playing around my jungler, playing around what he needed, trying to play towards the winning lane. Like, I pretty much ignored Volibear until I was strong enough to maybe do something about Fiora. It would be a big mistake to try and go there too early in the game, because you would just die, pretty much. I'll give my honor to... Honestly, I'll give it Tilt Proof to Volley. I think, you know, I'm just glad he didn't leave the game. So I get promoted to Silver 1 off that game. I don't know if I got like 100 LP, because I was only Silver 2 last time, but that's pretty good. Damage was nice. Volley actually ended up doing the most damage. That's insane. Anyway, guys, I think there was a lot to learn about how to impact the map as like a roaming champion that also scales. Taliyah is kind of weird, but hopefully you did learn something from it. If you did like the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.